Being alone doesn't mean you're broken. It means your light shines too brightly for those still living in the dark. Your solitude isn't a flaw or a mistake. It's a reflection of the extraordinary energy you carry. Chosen ones possess a light so pure, so authentic, that it acts as a mirror for others. This light doesn't just illuminate, it reveals. It exposes insecurities, hidden fears, and unspoken truths that many are not ready to face. For those still wrestling with their own darkness, being near your energy can feel overwhelming, even unsettling. Your presence alone, without a word spoken, can make others feel vulnerable. They see the truth they've been avoiding reflected back at them, and instead of confronting it, they often choose to step away. This is why your relationships, whether friendships, family ties, or romantic connections, may feel fleeting or strained. It's not because of something lacking in you. It's because your light is too intense for those still unprepared to embrace it. Walking this solitary path can feel isolating, but it's not a punishment. It's your divine calling. You were chosen to carry this light, to stand apart, and to walk ahead of others, not to fit into their comfort zones, but to show them what's possible when authenticity and truth are embraced. Your solitude is a sign of your strength, your purpose, and your unique spiritual journey. Being a chosen one means you operate at a higher frequency, a vibration that influences everything around you. Energy flows to and from people constantly, whether you're aware of it or not. Your high vibration draws people to you like a moth to a flame. They're attracted to your positivity, your wisdom, and your spirit. But here's the problem. Not everyone knows how to handle that energy responsibly. Many people unconsciously take more from you than they give, leaving you feeling drained and exhausted. Think about it. Have you ever felt inexplicably tired after spending time with certain people? That's because your energy is being absorbed by those who can't reciprocate or balance it. Even close friends, family members, or romantic partners can unintentionally pull from your light without giving anything in return. Over time, this energy imbalance can leave you feeling depleted, making it harder to maintain deep and lasting connections. This is why chosen ones often become highly selective about who they allow into their inner circle. It's not selfish, it's self-preservation. You understand that not everyone deserves your time or energy, and so your relationships naturally shrink. What remains is a core group of individuals who truly respect your essence and contribute positively to your journey. Fewer people, but stronger connections. That's the trade-off for protecting your light. When it comes to romantic relationships, the challenges multiply. The connection between two people isn't just about shared interests or physical attraction, it's about energy. As a chosen one, your frequency is unique and powerful, and not everyone can match it. Finding someone who resonates with your energy is like finding a rare gem. It's not that you're too picky, it's that you can't settle for anything less than what feels right at the soul level. Relationships with mismatched vibrations can be emotionally draining. Your energy lifts others, inspires them, and even helps them grow. But if your partner can't contribute equally to the relationship, the connection becomes unbalanced. You're left feeling like you're carrying the weight of the relationship alone. This is why many chosen ones prefer to stay single rather than settle for a relationship that doesn't nourish them spiritually and emotionally. The universe understands your needs, which is why it doesn't send just anyone into your life. It demands that your partner not only absorb your light but also amplify it. This kind of connection is rare, but it's worth the wait. Until you meet someone who truly aligns with your energy, solitude becomes a tool for growth, a space where you can focus on your own spiritual evolution. During this time, you're not just waiting, you're preparing, strengthening yourself for the moment when the right person enters your life. Your light, your energy, your authenticity, they're not burdens, they're gifts. And while these gifts may lead to periods of isolation, they are also what make you extraordinary. Stay patient, stay selective. Your energy deserves nothing less. As a chosen one, you naturally step into the role of a guide, a supporter, and an inspiration to others. Your energy is magnetic, drawing people toward you during their darkest moments. They lean on you for advice, emotional support, and spiritual guidance. You uplift others, often without even trying. It's a beautiful gift, but it comes with a harsh reality. Very few people are capable of offering the same level of support back to you. This imbalance can feel isolating. While you may surround yourself with people who admire your strength, wisdom, and compassion, you often find yourself facing your struggles alone. Why? Because the depth of your spiritual and emotional needs is something most people can't comprehend. It's not their fault. It's just that your soul operates on a higher level of awareness, one that many haven't yet reached. Even when your successes are celebrated and your talents are recognized, the loneliness persists. You might find yourself in a room full of people who adore you, but still feel isolated because no one truly sees the depths of your soul. The love and support you give come from a well of authenticity and understanding, but when that well runs dry, who replenishes it? This is why chosen ones often learn to rely on themselves, drawing strength from within rather than expecting it from others. This isolation isn't just a burden, it's an opportunity. It forces you to dig deep into your inner reserves of strength and wisdom. When you face struggles, you learn to navigate them alone, developing resilience and self-reliance. You become your own anchor, discovering that your true power doesn't come from external validation, but from within. Through this process, you also begin to attract like-minded souls, other chosen ones, who understand your journey and can meet you at your level. These connections are rare but profound, offering the kind of mutual understanding and support you've always craved. Until then, you walk a solitary path, not because you're unworthy of companionship, but because your soul is preparing you for something greater. This loneliness is a sacred space, a time to deepen your connection with yourself and your purpose. Being a chosen one often means carrying deep emotional scars. Whether from childhood trauma, past relationships, or life's challenges, these wounds linger beneath the surface, influencing your ability to connect with others. As you ascend spiritually, these unresolved hurts begin to resurface. It's as though the universe demands you to face them head-on, to heal completely before moving forward. This process can be painful. Memories you thought were buried resurface, bringing with them old emotions and unresolved pain. But this isn't a punishment. It's an essential step in your spiritual journey. Healing requires solitude. You need the space to reflect, to feel, and to release. Being alone during this time is a blessing in disguise, allowing you to work through your pain without interference or distraction. Chosen ones are deeply empathetic, absorbing the energies and emotions of those around them like a sponge. This heightened sensitivity means that external influences can interfere with your healing process. If you're surrounded by negativity or superficial relationships, it becomes nearly impossible to focus on your inner work. Solitude becomes a sanctuary, a place where you can confront your shadows without judgment. As you heal, you transform. Each wound becomes a source of wisdom and strength. This transformation aligns you with your true essence, making you stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. By the time your healing is complete, you're no longer the same person. You're someone who understands the depths of their soul and is ready to connect with others on a deeper level. The chosen ones cannot settle for surface-level relationships. Your energy demands depth, authenticity, and mutual respect. This is why finding the right partner or friend often feels like an impossible task. The universe is not withholding love from you, it's preparing you for the kind of connection that resonates with your soul. This preparation takes time. You're being molded into the best version of yourself, and so is your future partner or those destined to walk with you. Their journey, just like yours, involves growth, healing, and transformation. The universe will not bring you together until both of you are ready. Rushing this process would lead to connections that don't fulfill your deepest needs. During this waiting period, your solitude becomes a tool for growth. It's a time to focus on your passions, deepen your spiritual practice, and strengthen your connection with the divine. You begin to understand that you are whole on your own, that you don't need another person to complete you. This realization is liberating, freeing you from the fear of loneliness and allowing you to embrace your independence. When the right connection finally arrives, it will feel effortless and aligned. It won't be forced or rushed, but will flow naturally because both of you have done the inner work required to sustain a deep and meaningful relationship. Until then, trust the process. Your journey is not about waiting, it's about preparing, growing, and becoming the person you're meant to be. Chosen ones often bear deep emotional wounds from their past, pain that shapes them, but also hinders their ability to trust and connect. These wounds come from broken relationships, challenging family dynamics, or even harsh life circumstances. As someone who feels everything so intensely, these scars don't fade easily. They create invisible walls around your heart, barriers that protect you from further hurt, but also keep love and meaningful relationships at bay. This self-protection is not weakness, it's survival. You've experienced disappointment and betrayal in ways that have left lasting impressions. But while these defense mechanisms may keep you safe, they also prevent new transformative connections from entering your life. Healing these wounds is a journey that requires courage, introspection, and time. Healing doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that demands vulnerability, allowing yourself to feel the pain, to sit with it, and ultimately to release it. This might involve spiritual practices, therapy, or simply moments of quiet reflection where you confront the emotions you've buried for so long. Solitude, while challenging, becomes your sanctuary during this period. Through this healing, you begin to transform. Each scar becomes a source of wisdom, and every painful memory turns into a lesson. You realize that these wounds don't define you, they refine you. By facing and healing your pain, you prepare yourself for relationships that are based on mutual understanding, respect, and love. You learn to trust again, not out of naivety, but from a place of strength and self-awareness. Periods of isolation are not random for chosen ones. They are intentional. The universe places you in solitude to shape and mold you for a greater purpose. Without the distractions of relationships or external influences, you are free to focus on your growth, your purpose, and your alignment with the divine. This solitude is where you discover your passions, your strengths, and your unwavering connection to your higher self. During this time, you may receive insights and revelations about your life's purpose. These moments of clarity are gifts from the universe, guiding you toward the path you are meant to walk. You begin to see your solitude not as loneliness, but as preparation. Every challenge you face in isolation strengthens your resilience, hones your skills, and deepens your understanding of your mission. This preparation isn't just for you. The universe is also working on the people who will walk alongside you in the future. Your partner, your friends, your allies. They too are undergoing their own growth and transformation, so when the time is right, your paths will align. This divine timing ensures that the relationships you form in the future are meaningful, balanced, and supportive. Learning to be emotionally independent during this time is critical. By finding happiness and fulfillment within yourself, you free yourself from the need for external validation. When the time comes to form new connections, you enter them as a whole, complete individual, capable of building a relationship from a place of strength and abundance rather than need. Chosen ones carry a profound depth of soul that is rare and often misunderstood. Your ability to see beyond surface-level interactions, to understand unspoken emotions and motivations, can make others uncomfortable. In your presence, people sense that their facades won't work, that their hidden truths will be seen. This depth is both a gift and a challenge. It allows you to connect deeply with the right people, but also intimidates those who aren't ready for that level of authenticity. You naturally seek relationships that match this depth, connections where vulnerability, honesty, and spiritual alignment are valued. But these relationships are rare because many people prefer to stay on the surface where it feels safer. They are not yet ready to face the kind of soul-level connection that you crave. Your intensity, your passion, and your commitment to truth are not for everyone, and that's okay. Not everyone is meant to walk this path with you. Your depth is a reflection of your purpose, and it's what sets you apart. While it might make you feel isolated at times, it's also what makes your presence so powerful and transformative. The people who are meant for you, those who can handle and appreciate your depth, will come into your life when the time is right. Until then, embrace this depth as your superpower. It's what allows you to impact the world in ways that others can't. Your authenticity and soul-level wisdom are gifts that few possess, and they are what make you extraordinary. The path of the chosen one is not easy. It's filled with periods of isolation, emotional challenges, and a deep yearning for connection. But this journey is not without purpose. Every moment of solitude, every wound you heal, every insight you gain, it's all preparing you for something greater. Your loneliness is not a punishment. It's a sacred process of refinement. As you walk this path, remember that being alone doesn't mean being abandoned. It's a time to connect deeply with your true self, to heal and to grow. Trust that the universe is aligning everything in your favor. The relationships, the purpose, the fulfillment you seek, it's all waiting for you, and it will arrive when the time is right. Your light is rare, your energy is powerful, and your presence is transformative. Never doubt your worth or your path. You are not alone in this journey. The right people, the right purpose, and the right connections will find you when you're ready. Until then, continue to shine, grow, and embrace the masterpiece you are becoming.